A Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in this state. The indictment includes 41 felony counts and is 97 pages long. Please remember that everyone charged in this bill of indictment is presumed innocent. Specifically, the indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump.
Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. Welcome to day 938. Donald Trump and 18 others were indicted by an Atlanta grand jury in connection with efforts to overturn Joe Biden's 2020 election win in Georgia. The 41-count indictment, 13 of which were lodged against Trump, is the fourth time that Trump, the frontrunner for the 2024 GOP nomination, has been indicted since he left office. In total, he faces 91 felony charges. Trump now has 10 days to turn himself in to face accusations that he orchestrated a criminal enterprise to remain in power despite losing the election by violating the state's Racketeering Act, soliciting a public officer to violate their oath, conspiring to impersonate a public officer, conspiring to commit forgery, and conspiring to file false documents. The indictment states that Trump and the other defendants charged in this indictment refused to accept that Trump lost, and they knowingly and willfully joined a conspiracy to unlawfully change the outcome of the election in favor of Trump. The crime of racketeering carries up to 20 years in prison, while conspiracy can result in a minimum sentence of 1 year in prison with a variable maximum sentence. Rudy Giuliani, Mark Meadows, Jeffrey Clark, John Eastman, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, Kenneth Chesebro, and several others were also charged with violating Georgia's RICO Act, which stands for Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organization. The charges follow a 2.5-year criminal investigation by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. The probe was launched after audio leaked of Trump's January 2, 2021 phone call to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, in which Trump asked him to find 11,780 votes to overturn his 2020 loss in that state. Meanwhile, the Mar-a-Lago property manager charged in the Trump classified documents case pleaded not guilty in Florida federal court. Carlos de Oliveira is accused of conspiring with Trump and Walt Nauta to delete security footage the DOJ was seeking as part of its efforts to retrieve sensitive files from Trump after he left office. After the security footage was subpoenaed, de Oliveira allegedly told an IT employee at Mar-a-Lago that the boss wanted the footage deleted. De Oliveira was unable to enter a plea in late July and again last week because he was unable to find a Florida-based attorney. The magistrate judge, meanwhile, wished de Oliveira good luck. And finally, the Biden administration will begin discharging student loans for 804,000 borrowers with a combined $39 billion in federal debt after a federal judge dismissed a lawsuit from conservative groups seeking to block the program. Last year, the Department of Education said that payment tracking procedures revealed significant flaws in the system and that many borrowers were missing out on progress toward income-driven repayment forgiveness. The administration said it was addressing historical failures in which qualifying payments by people enrolled in IDR payment plans were not properly accounted for. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.